Onions, allium cepa, are a staple in cuisines around the world. Prized not only for their unique flavor but also for their impressive health benefits. Belonging to the allium genus, which also includes garlic, leeks, and chives. Onions have been used for culinary and medicinal purposes for thousands of years. This video delves into the nutritional profile of onions, their health benefits, and other pertinent information that underscores their value in a balanced diet. Nutritional profile of onions. Onions are a low-calorie vegetable that provide a wealth of nutrients. Here is a breakdown of the nutritional content of a medium-sized onion, approximately 110 grams. Calories, 44. Carbohydrates, 10 grams. Dietary fiber, 1.9 grams. Sugars, 4.7 grams. Protein, 1.2 grams. Fat, 0.1 grams. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamin C, 10% of the daily value, DV. Vitamin B6, 5% of the DV. Folate, B9, 5% of the DV. Potassium, 4% of the DV. Manganese, 3% of the DV. Onions also contain small amounts of calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. They are rich in antioxidants and other bioactive compounds, including flavonoids and sulfur-containing compounds. Health benefits of onions. Rich in antioxidants. Onions are an excellent source of antioxidants, including quercetin and sulfur compounds. Antioxidants help protect the body from oxidative stress and free radical damage, which can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and cancer. Anti-inflammatory properties. The flavonoids and sulfur compounds in onions have anti-inflammatory effects. Quercetin, in particular, has been shown to inhibit inflammatory pathways in the body, potentially reducing the symptoms of conditions like arthritis and asthma. Cardiovascular health. Onions can contribute to heart health in several ways. They help lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol levels, and prevent clot formation, all of which are risk factors for heart disease. The sulfur compounds in onions can also help to relax blood vessels, improving circulation. Cancer prevention. Epidemiological studies have linked a higher intake of onions and other allium vegetables to a reduced risk of several types of cancer, including stomach, colon, and prostate cancer. The sulfur compounds and antioxidants in onions help to inhibit cancer cell growth and promote apoptosis, programmed cell death, in cancer cells. Boosting immune function. The immune-boosting properties of onions can be attributed to their rich vitamin C content and the presence of bioactive compounds like quercetin. These compounds help enhance the immune response, making the body more resilient against infections. Bone health. Onions contain compounds that can improve bone density. Studies suggest that the consumption of onions may be beneficial in reducing the risk of osteoporosis, especially in postmenopausal women. Digestive health. The fiber content in onions aids in maintaining a healthy digestive system. They contain prebiotics, which are non-digestible fibers that feed beneficial gut bacteria, promoting a balanced gut microbiome and improving overall digestive health. Culinary uses and varieties. Onions come in various types, each with its own unique flavor and culinary uses. Yellow onions, the most common type, known for their strong flavor and versatility in cooking. Red onions, mild and sweet, often used raw in salads and salsas. White onions, crisp and slightly tangy, great for Mexican cuisine. Green onions, scallions, mild and tender, used as a garnish or in stir-fries. Shallots, milder and sweeter, used in gourmet dishes. Cooking with onions. Onions can be used in a multitude of ways. Sautéed, caramelized, raw, pickled, or roasted. They serve as a foundational ingredient in soups, stews, sauces, and salads, enhancing the flavor and nutritional profile of dishes. Potential drawbacks. While onions are generally safe and beneficial for most people, there are a few considerations. Digestive issues. Some individuals may experience bloating, gas, or other digestive discomfort due to the high fiber content or the presence of fructans, a type of carbohydrate that can cause digestive issues in sensitive individuals. Allergies. Rarely, people may have an allergic reaction to onions. Experiencing symptoms like skin irritation, respiratory issues, or gastrointestinal distress. Eye irritation. Cutting onions releases sulfur compounds that can cause eye irritation and tearing. Using a sharp knife and chilling the onion before cutting can help minimize this effect. Growing and storing onions. Growing onions. Growing onions can be a rewarding process, whether you're an experienced gardener or a beginner. Here's a brief guide to help you get started. Choose the right type. Onions come in long day, short day, and intermediate day varieties. Choose based on your geographical location. Long day onions require 14 to 16 hours of daylight and are best for northern regions. Short day onions need 10 to 12 hours of daylight and are ideal for southern regions. Intermediate day onions, suitable for regions with 12 to 14 hours of daylight. Prepare the soil. Onions prefer well-drained, fertile soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Add compost or organic matter to improve soil quality. Planting. Onions can be started from seeds, sets, small bulbs, or transplants. Plant them in rows with adequate spacing to allow for bulb development. Watering and care. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially during the initial growing period. Mulch can help retain moisture and suppress weeds. Fertilize with a balanced fertilizer to ensure healthy growth. Harvesting. Onions are ready to harvest when the tops begin to yellow and fall over. Gently pull them from the ground and let them cure in a dry, airy place for a few weeks. Storing onions. Proper storage is essential to extend the shelf life of onions. Curing. After harvesting, allow onions to cure by laying them out in a single layer. In a warm, dry, and well-ventilated area. This process helps the outer skin to dry and toughen, protecting the inner layers. Storing. Once cured, store onions in a cool, dry, and dark place. Mesh bags, baskets, or ventilated bins work well. Avoid storing onions near potatoes, as they can release moisture and gases that cause spoilage. Refrigeration. Whole onions should not be stored in the refrigerator as they can become soft. Cut or peeled onions should be stored in an airtight container in the fridge and used within a few days. Culinary techniques and tips. Sautéing and caramelizing. Sautéing onions involves cooking them in a small amount of fat, like olive oil or butter, over medium heat until they become soft and translucent. This technique is commonly used as a base for soups, stews, and sauces. Caramelizing onions takes a step further by cooking them slowly over low heat for an extended period. This process brings out the natural sugars, resulting in a sweet, rich flavor. Caramelized onions are excellent in sandwiches, on pizzas, or as a topping for meats. Raw and pickled onions. Raw onions add a crisp, sharp flavor to salads, sandwiches, and salsas. To reduce the pungency of raw onions, soak them in cold water for 10 to 15 minutes before using. Pickling onions involves soaking them in a vinegar solution with spices and sugar. Pickled onions add a tangy crunch to dishes and can be stored in the refrigerator for several weeks. Roasting and grilling. Roasting onions intensifies their natural sweetness. Simply cut onions into wedges, drizzle with olive oil, and roast at a high temperature until tender and caramelized. Grilling onions is another delicious option. Thick slices or whole onions can be grilled alongside meats and vegetables, adding a smoky flavor to your meal. Onions are a versatile and nutritious addition to any diet. From their impressive health benefits to their diverse culinary uses, they prove to be a valuable component of both traditional and modern cuisines. Whether you enjoy them raw, sautéed, caramelized, pickled, roasted, or grilled, onions can enhance the flavor and nutritional profile of your meals. Onions are a nutrient-dense vegetable with a myriad of health benefits. Their rich content of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, combined with their versatility in the kitchen, make them an indispensable part of a healthy diet. Whether consumed raw or cooked, incorporating onions into your meals can support overall health and well-being. As with any food, it's important to enjoy onions as part of a balanced diet to reap their full benefits.